Hey y'all, hey, and welcome back to another vlog. I know, I'm starting this vlog off in my PJs, in my bonnet. I don't know, last few weeks, maybe month and a half, I've been waking up super early because I've been going to bed at grandma time, okay? But this week's gonna be interesting. It's full of festivities. I am actually going to Texas to see one of my bestest friends, right, from college, and I've never been to Texas, so I'm super excited about that. But the reason why I'm coming to y'all early is because I realized in a few vlogs ago I had told y'all that I cooked Obama's food, and I don't mind cooking it because I know what's going in his food. But because he's not going to be with me for Thanksgiving, he's going to still be here in LA. I'm going to put him in boarding at this really cool daycare facility that I found. I'm preparing him his own Thanksgiving feast for the week. So I wanted to show y'all, because I had mentioned to y'all that I cooked this food before and I showed y'all some stuff, but I just want to show y'all what it is that I'm preparing him for the week. So I had boiled some sweet potato yesterday. That's the skin that I'm peeling off. Normally you would like to keep the skin on if you can get the skin to be clean, because it adds nutrients. So I may, and I mean it was cleaned yesterday, so I may add little pieces of it, but if it's too much, he won't eat too much of the skin on there. But you see how I peeled it by hand? So I boiled it yesterday, I let it cool off, I refrigerated it because I didn't feel like finished cooking yesterday, and then I left some of the skin on, and I took the ends off. So I'm gonna end up putting that inside of here. Now I told y'all before that Obama was on a fish diet because we're trying to figure out what proteins he's allergic to. They say most likely that it's chicken and beef, especially chicken. So if you guys don't know, chicken is one of those proteins that could really cause dogs to itch and have issues and things of that nature. So this here is turkey. Okay, so he's upgraded to turkey. They say to do one protein at a time to tell, but my theory is if he's been on fish for 2 months and I noticed that he was fine, then maybe towards the end I might introduce him having turkey and then some days fish. Right now he's just doing turkey. He seems to be okay on turkey, but the thing is that he still does a little bit of itching. I think Obama just has a skin irritation in general. I have bad eczema, so some of y'all may notice when you see my hands moving around, I have bad eczema, right? And it's usually better in California, but for some reason it's acting out of control right now. So he naturally itches. I think that's just within him, is that he has a little bit of an itch. So anyways, the turkey seems to be doing okay. I'm still monitoring it, but the turkey seems to be doing okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, which I showed y'all before, his all-purpose, multi-purpose vitamin inside of it, because that's where the dogs, get their nutrients. And then I also add this new thing, which is a probiotic, which they say can help with allergies and correcting the gut and different stuff like that. So I'm still testing that out. I'll let y'all know. And then this is from the same line of the all-purpose, is the no scoop. And I showed y'all this before, the no scoop. It allows him to not have to be expressed at the vet so often, because I told y'all when he goes to the vet, he gets expressed at the vet. It costs $40 for something that takes them 2 minutes to do. If you get expressed at the groomers, obviously it's a part of grooming, whatever. But sometimes you need the veterinarian to do it because you need a more internal situation. So that's what I'm cooking Obama. So I add a fruit and I add a vegetable. That way he has a well-balanced diet. With this, I'm going to make it kind of sweet. I'm going to do applesauce. It's 100% applesauce from Trader Joe's. Get the organic or even just unsweetened applesauce, pure applesauce. And I'm going to add a vegetable, either peas, spinach, broccoli, something of that nature. So let me show you. So this is the broccoli, and I just food processed it And then that's the ground turkey underneath. Now, it's important to get the ground turkey that has the least amount of fat, which this one was like a 93 to 7% fat. And I kept the juice just because, you know, turkey doesn't produce as much like oily substance as beef does. But that allows him to have a little bit of flavor inside of his food. I may or may not need to say this, but please don't add any seasonings to your dog's food. That ground turkey, when you're buying ground turkey or meats in general, make sure that it doesn't have a bunch of additives inside of it that dogs cannot have. Excuse me, I was trying to drink something. That ground turkey is all natural. I got a big thing from Costco. As y'all know, I just started a Costco membership. And the only thing that's in that ground turkey is turkey and rosemary extract. I looked that up and they can have rosemary extract, but that's it. You do not want to get ground turkey that has onion powder, garlic powder, all this stuff that's already in it, because dogs cannot have that stuff, okay? So that's inside of the bowl. I'm going to mash up his sweet potato just a little bit, and then I'm gonna add the applesauce inside of it. And guys, the meal's done. Like, just that easy, doesn't take long. You ain't gotta worry about taste, because they're not supposed to have all that seasoning and stuff anyways. It's better to make your dog's food at home. So I just wanted to tell y'all that I'm adding 2 cups of this applesauce from Trader Joe's inside of his sweet potato. And let me tell y'all, I've tried some of this before I added the dog's ingredients inside of here. One time, the sweet potato with the applesauce, baby, if you ain't never made like mashed sweet potato with applesauce, let me tell y'all, game changer. Because it's naturally sweet. And I know it sounds crazy, but I'm saying this is for like mashed sweet potato. Probably, I don't know, may or may not want to add it in your candied yams, but it makes it naturally sweet for the dog. And I add this oil because, you know, they need oil for their coat. And this is one of the oils that's really good for the dogs. And so I add this inside of there too for the added nutrients. But like, you mix this in, and then that's where he gets his like sweet but hearty and savory dish for Thanksgiving, guys. So it mixes in well. I got a little bit of skin pieces inside of there. I might add a few more just to really get him to get the nutrients from the skin. And then you just do that. Also, guys, you want to add fish oil to your dog's diet, because you know how we need omega-3, right? You want to add fish oil to their diet if you're not cooking actual fish, right? Because you're not getting it from fish, so you need to add fish oil. I do not have fish oil right now, but the thing is that his multivitamin does have a bit of fish oil or omega-3 inside of it, so that's actually pretty helpful for his skin and coat and things of that nature. I know y'all might be also asking, well, Bessie, how do you know about measurements? What I would suggest is going online to find like pre-made measurements with companies that already does food, like Just Food for Dogs have like pre-made nutrients and stuff for dogs, and it'll tell you how much of food to make per your dog's weight. And I feel like that's a good start for you if you don't know how much to make for the dog. But I've been doing Obama's food for a while now, so I kind of eye it and gear it and know that like a pound of meat equals this amount of starch that they need, equals this amount of fruit, this amount of vegetables. So yeah, I would suggest that if you really want to know. But I'm gonna go ahead and mix it up. I have a more warmer light in here, so it's a little weird, but you can't really see. Let's see if I take it out of the light. Okay, so you can kind of see here that it's mixed in with the sweet potato, the broccoli, and the ground turkey. And then my dog should have about a cup a day of food. He's starting to pick up his appetite, so sometimes I'll do like a cup and maybe a fourth or something like that, no more than a half, okay, because he only needs a cup and a fourth. And for daycare, I'm going to scoop this out pre-made. You know, how many ever days he's there, I'll scoop those mini, put it inside of the bowl that I'm sending him to daycare with. That way they'll have a measurement, or I'll send the half a cup of measurement, which is this one, because this is, if he eats twice a day, I want them to give him, you know, 2 of these a day. So I'm going to scoop it for him because this may be more than what he needs for daycare. And I'm probably going to send him with an extra scoop or 2 because I'd rather him have too much food than not enough food while I'm gone. Just in case there's some days he's running laps and he's starving. So that's what I'm going to do here. As y'all can see, I have the container that I initially put the food in. It already has food residue in it because this is where initially it was. And then I'm just taking it. And this is only because he's going to daycare. If he wasn't going to daycare, I know how much to feed him, but obviously they don't. So you just want to make sure that you have a cup full. And then I'm just putting it inside of the bowl. He'll be there, let's say Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? That's about 5 days, maybe 5.5 days, depending on when I pick him up, whatever. So I know that he needs at least 5 cups of these. That's 2. Okay. And guys, this smells really delicious. And mind you, I have not put in his vitamins yet. So feel free to try your dog's food if you want. It's regular food. It's not anything crazy. I haven't put his vitamins in yet. So as you can see, it's just literally sweet potato, applesauce, broccoli, ground turkey. That's 3, right? Okay. This is 4. And this is 5, okay? Now, as I told y'all, I would probably add 1 more cup because I don't want him to feel like he's starving, like he's deprived, anything like that. So that's 6 right there. And then he has some extra left over. Let me show y'all. He has some extra left over, which is enough for maybe like 3 or 4 more days. And so guys, I intentionally heavily prepared it this way because I wanted to make sure he had enough versus not having enough. Okay, so now that we know this is how much food he needs for the week, I can now go and add his all-purpose vitamin, which is Nature's Vet. I can put this in the link so that way y'all know, or in the description so y'all know. I already know according to his body weight that I have this scooper and he needs 1 per day. So if I put 6 cups of food, he's gonna get 6 scoops of this thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? And then normally I don't add the no scoop in there. I put it in his meal per day, like I'll add it on top of his food instead of mixing it into his food. But because he's in daycare, I don't want to give them a whole lot of work of what to do. So I'd rather just add this, you know, myself now. Plus the probiotic that I was telling y'all about. I'd rather add the probiotic now. That way I know he's getting what he needs and he's not lacking. So for the probiotic, for his weight, he needs half these scoops. So since there's 6, you'll do 3 full scoops. 1, 2, 3 of probiotics. And then he normally does 1 full scoop for the no scoop. So I'll do 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is just basically so he has all his nutrients that he needs as a dog. And at this point, I mean, the nutrients isn't probably bad for you, but at this point, this is the nutrients that only dogs need. So I wouldn't say try the food now that it has all this stuff in it. So get my spoon, mix it all in. Mix it, mix it, mix it. Make sure he got all he needs. And then Obama is good to go, y'all. Like, I know y'all might have been like, how does she prepare this dog's food all the time? Well, it's easier to just do it this way, you know? So I say just put it in there, and once you mix it in, it's nice and good. Send him with the scoop. I'ma ask them if they need a scoop or do they prefer to have their own scoop. I'll probably send them with this scoop. If not, that's it, y'all. So let me show you the aftermath. So again, I apologize for my lighting. Let's try to see if y'all can see it. Better angle here. So this is all of it. Broccoli, ground turkey, applesauce, sweet potato, and his nutrients, guys. So this is a pretty big container. It's one of the containers I got local, and this should last him. So that's how you make the dog food.